Hello and welcome back to this next tutorial. In this tutorial I'd like to show you how you can create your own color picker in the sequence pool. So let's jump right into it. In the last tutorial we left and created some appearances here, and I'd like to continue so that our sequences look a bit fancier. Now I will copy the appearances and I will rename them. And now we'll change the colors. Here we use the image colors. And I think now you're wondering why I use a black appearance. I'll tell you when I do the presets. But before that, I need some more off appearances. Now we change the background color. So we have these colored outlines. Yep. See, this didn't work. Yeah, I don't know why that is so. If the alpha from the image color is at 100 or at 0, you won't see anything. So I take it down a bit and I have a white appearance. Because we like to use this again, I like to store this as a view. Colored appearance. Now we need some presets. I delete this screen. I need my groups pool. And I need a color preset pool. And so that we are a bit faster, let's take the color picker. Okay. So let's take the spots, okay. Store merge the RGB ones. And now let's do cyan, magenta, and yellow. And now we do the black preset, and now I tell you why I make a black preset. Sometimes it could happen that, for example, if you have a moving light where the shutters broke while the show was running, but you want to turn off the fixture, then you can use this workaround so that you bring all the color flags in and you have mainly black color going out there, so you don't have, so you will take that as a shutter, for example, or if you have LED fixtures, you can also do that way. Start this view and call it presets. And now we'll do our color picker in the sequence pool. So first I start to create a sequence. I call them all red. I select it and now I go and edit it. And I like to work with the recipes. So if you don't see the recipe line, you have to go here in the top left corner and then under mask, and then you can say show recipes and you get the recipe line in here. Also call the first queue all red. I select the first queue and I will make 1, 2, 3 recipe lines in here. In selection, I'll take my spots group, my all spots group, my all wash and my all LEDs. And for the value, I will take color preset pool red. Now I will use the appearance with the image color red right here, and in the settings I will set the Q, the sequence appearance of red off, and I say prefer Q appearance. Now I can close this up and the sequence looks like this. I'll copy this one a few times, label it all green. Last but not least, white. Now I'll go in and edit it. I'll change the preset to green. I'll change the Q appearance to green with the foreground color. I'll also renable the Q name, and I have to change the Q appearance to green off. And will do this for all the other ones. So now I'm finished, and maybe let's see what we've got by taking a .3D view from our stage, and let's do another. No, we can do it in the same sequence pool, I think. We'll change the sequence pool from action select to go plus. So in another tutorial I created these sequences where I can bring the intensity of the fixtures up and also change the position of the moving lights. And now if I press this sequence, this all reds, all the spotlights, wash lights, and also the LED bars will change their color. And as you can see, for better feedback, here the appearance from the sequence, which is putting out at the moment, which is active, changes. Now the inside is filled up. That's the reason why I use these two different appearances. The off one, where you only see the colored outline when the sequence is not played, and the fulfilled one when the sequence is playing. So from here what you can do is to make your color picker for the individual fixtures. You will do copy sequence 10 through 17 at sequence 20. Now I've copied these sequences down here. Now I have to relabel them all with the fixture type I will use this for. And this is first the spots. And now here comes the advantage of the recipe workflow we used. I'll edit this. Select the cube. And now I will delete the recipe lines from the wash and the LED fixtures. So I'll press the delete key and delete this once. And I also like to relabel my queue name. I can do that for all of the sequences, like in that way. Delete, delete. Or if I like to be a bit faster, I can also say delete sequence 22 through 27. This is my sequence spot blue through spot white. Q1 Q1 part. And if you like to store a recipe or delete a recipe, you have always to call it 0 dot and then the recipe line. And the first line was the spots, and the second and third line was the LEDs. 2 through 3. Okay, so I say delete in sequence 22 to 27, my spots blue to my spots white. In Q1 part 0.2 for the second recipe line through the third recipe line. And now I press please. And I'll show you in the last one that these are all gone. Now I have to relabel things again. And then it would be okay. And I can do the same thing for the two other groups, and I would recommend to do it the same way again. I say copy, and I take the all sequences again. Copy sequence 10 through 70 at sequence 30, please. I have to relabel them. Now I can do it the same way. Could do it the same way again. I go in here. Select the first Q, and I could delete the recipe lines manually. So I deleted the first one and the third one, so I get the second one, but then it changes the recipe line number and it becomes 1, but that's not a problem. So I only change it manually in the first wash sequence, the wash red one. Now I'll do all of the sequences at one time. I say delete sequence 31 through 37 Q1 part 0.1 plus 3. I show you again. Delete sequence 31. This is the green through the white wash sequence. The first Q, the recipe part 1, which is the spots, and 3, which is the LEDs. And now I press please, and let's see if it worked. Yeah, only the wash recipe line is here. Let's look if it's everywhere like that. Yeah, wash. Did it the right way. And for the last one, it's the same. I say again, copy sequence 10 through 70 at sequence 40, please. So now I relabeled all the sequences again, and now I'll get rid of the recipe lines I don't need. So delete sequence 40 through 47 Q1 Q part 0.1 through 2. which is the spot and the wash recipe line. Let's say please, and look if it worked. Yeah, only the LED group or recipe line is left. And now what you can do, for example, you can turn them all into red, and then you can change colors via your newly created color picker. And so I would recommend to do an all one and then copy and delete the recipe lines you don't need, so you get only a color for one fixture type. But the great thing is, if I play the all magenta, these ones will get off. So I hope this was a bit helpful, and let's see you in the next tutorial. Bye.